Have you ever felt like everything looks quiet outside, but inside there is a storm? Like you've lost your balance and don't understand where you are or why you're doing anything at all. In moments like this, I just want to go outside and walk with no goal. Just to breathe, to stop and look at the sky. To smell the herbs, to feel the wind touching the grass, and to hear the silence of the field. Sometimes I bring my camera to keep these memories, but often I don't. I just walk without words, without explanations. And slowly, very slowly, I begin to feel again. I'm here. I'm real. I'm alive. Today, I came back to the chamomile field. It feels like this place was waiting for me. The white flowers reach for the sun, and in their soft beauty, I feel a quiet strength, the strength of gentleness and hope. Even when we feel fragile, there can still be something strong inside us. And then I ask myself question, why do I draw? Or even more, why do we create when life feels heavy? Why do we take a pencil, a needle, or a camera when we feel lost? Maybe because creativity gives us a way to breathe, to understand, and to return to ourselves. This video is not a tutorial, it's just a small invitation to slow down, to look inside, and to remember, even on the grayest days, we still have the right to feel beauty, to create, to live. As I walk through the field and pick chamomile, it feels like I'm not just gathering flowers. I'm collecting little pieces of myself. One by one, gently, carefully, like searching through forgotten dreams, like finding small, quiet feelings I didn't notice before. Warm, soft memories, hidden thoughts, things I didn't know I missed, but I do. Each flower becomes a reminder that something real is still here, something beautiful, even if life feels heavy. Creativity doesn't always come from joy. Sometimes it comes when everything feels too much. When the world outside seems quiet, but inside there is noise and tiredness and emotions without names. That's when I feel the need to do something with my hands, to move slowly, to breathe. I don't always need a sketchbook. Sometimes I just make a flower crown like in childhood. Not to be useful, not to post online, but to feel something soft and kind and real. When I pick a pencil or a flower, I don't always think. I just begin. The motion itself feels like a quiet answer to something inside me. A small thread pulling me back to myself. Like taking a real breath for the first time in days. Not a rushed one, but deep, calm, steady. Before this, I was just moving. Now I feel myself stop and listen. I notice how my fingers touch the pedals, how the wind gently moves my hair, how the chamomile smells like the sun, how soft everything becomes when I slow down. I don't have to be strong. I don't have to know the answers. I don't even have to explain how I feel. Nature doesn't ask questions. It just stays near. And somehow that's enough. In this stillness, I hear a whisper. You are alive. You feel. You are here. And that's enough. A little strength returns. Soft and gentle, but real. Very real. When life feels like a storm inside, I come home and sit at my table. I open my sketchbook and take a pencil. Not to make something perfect, not to show or explain, but just to be with myself. When I draw, I feel like I can finally breathe. Slowly, gently. Like I'm hearing my own voice again. Not the loud one from outside, but the quiet one inside. The one that gets lost in busy days. I don't need to speak. I just let the pencil move. The lines appear slowly, soft, uncertain at first. But they begin to grow like wildflowers. And something very real starts to show through them. My thoughts, my sadness, my quiet hope, all the things I can't say out loud find the place on the paper. Today I draw chamomile again. Simple white petals, soft yellow centers. I've drawn it many times, but today it feels different. Each flower is a part of this moment, of this day, of how I feel. I draw not just to make a picture, but to leave a small trace, a reminder. Yes, it was hard, but I showed up. And I stayed with myself. Drawing becomes like a letter without words. To myself. It says, I'm here and life still holds beauty, even now. Each line becomes a step toward calm, toward honesty, toward myself. This is more than just a hobby. Is a little ritual of coming home. Because home, not just as a place, but as a feeling, a space where I can be soft, where I don't have to be strong, where I can just be as I am. The page doesn't ask questions. It doesn't rush me. It waits, kindly, quietly. And in that waiting, I feel seen, even if the drawing isn't perfect, even if my hand trembles a little, even if I'm unsure. Sometimes I don't know how to begin, so I just sit in silence. Then slowly my hand starts to move. A line appears, and then another, and without meaning to, I start to feel a bit more whole. Drawing becomes a mirror, showing light and shadow. Both are part of me, and that's okay. When I draw, I remind myself, you don't have to be strong. You don't have to know everything. You can just be. And in that gentle permission, there is quiet strength. Not the kind that fights, but the kind that says, that listens, that holds. And if you're going through something hard, I hope you find your way back too. Maybe through drawing, maybe through walking, maybe through making tea or sewing or just sitting by a window. What matters isn't what you do, it's how it makes you feel. If it brings you back to yourself, if it helps you breathe again, then it's enough. Let those moments hold you, as my little chamomile drawings hold me. They don't fix everything, but they remind me I'm still here, and that matters. Sometimes to live in this fast and noisy world, we don't need to be strong. We need softness, something quiet, gentle, something that doesn't ask questions, just stays with us like a friend. For me, that gentle place is creativity. It doesn't stop the storm or take away all my worries, but it gives me something to hold on to. It reminds me who I am. It helps me not to get lost in everything that's happening around me. When I feel lost or tired inside, drawing becomes my way to listen to myself again. If you're going through something hard right now, if everything feels too loud, too heavy, try to stop for a moment. Take a piece of paper, or a needle, or thread, or just your camera, or go outside into the field, the forest, the wind. Do something small, with no goal, no pressure, just to feel that you're here. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to be useful or perfect. You already exist, and that's enough. Thank you so much for being with me in this video. This was a new format for me. More silence, more words from the heart. If something here touched you, please share it in your comments. It means a lot to know you're here. And if my videos speak to you, feel free to subscribe. May each of us have a little island like this, where we can pause, where we can breathe, where daisies bloom, and where we can simply be.